be covering the short-term roadmap, what are we doing this year, and we will be covering the onwards journey of Ucommerce. Where are we going in the big scheme of things? So first, the short-term roadmap. So we're in Q1 and we're ready to deliver 9.4. We did encounter a critical issue during the final stages of QA this morning, so we're holding the release a little bit, but we're hoping to release it within the next couple of days once that issue has been stamped out. So we'll be ready very, very soon. New bold API enablement of enterprise capability, new catalog UIs. For Q2, we're working on revamping the promotions of Ucommerce. So our UX lead, Urda, has been working with customers and partners for close to a quarter, doing UX research to figure out how we can improve the promotions of Ucommerce. And we have some pretty cool stuff in store for you that will make the promotions engine much more accessible to merchants than what it was before. The primary feedback we've gotten of promotions is that it does have most of the inherent flexibility required for e-commerce. However, the model is a little complex to understand when you try and learn it the first time. So Promotions 2 will basically enable new merchants coming to Ucommerce to much more easily understand what's going on. Brand new UI, new wording of everything, so you know exactly what's going on. It's quite an amazing piece of work, and I can't wait to show you once we ship in the middle of May. For Q3, we're focusing on campaigns within Ucommerce, managing listings and things around promotions. So simple quarter there. And for Q4, we are focusing in on the order management capabilities of Ucommerce, bringing a new, more efficient way of dealing with order management workflows, payments, and all that good stuff. UX is looking into that at the moment, conducting research, figuring out how to work, how digital merchants prefer to work with orders, and are sort of slowly starting to create UI mockups and things like that. I would encourage you, if you're interested in providing feedback to the process, to get in touch with us at feedback@ucommerce.net. Just let us know that you're interested in providing UX feedback for us. It is the only way that we know to build the proper platform for you is by simply having you tell us what it is that you need. We collate all that. And by the way, the feedback email is your sort of open access to the product team. Every Friday at 10 a.m., the product team gets together and triages the incoming feedback and scores it against our roadmaps. So please use that email. I also posted it in chat. So to provide us feedback, it's a great way for us to sort of shape the roadmap going forward to your desires and wishes. So that is the short-term roadmap. We will revamp the promotions engine, then order management, and we will have the major parts of Ucommerce all done up in Vue.js and Condo. So there's one more thing beyond the customer success training material and certification. And that's the onwards journey of Ucommerce. Where do we go from here? It's been 12 years since I founded the company, and we've been doing all right. We've had our ups and downs, but all in all, we've been in business for many years. We have awesome partners, awesome customers, lots of well-known brands working with the platform, but things are changing. So we need to do something new. And fortunately, you, our loyal partners and customers, have been telling us exactly what to do. And before I sort of reveal what it is, let's just talk about how e-commerce has changed over the years. So when I started doing e-commerce back in the early 2000s, multi-channel was all the rage, right? The ability to run not one, but two stores in one solution. And so Ucommerce was actually designed to deal with that. But over the years, the multi-channel capability has turned into omni-channel, which basically just means e-commerce enabling everything. And so over the years, e-commerce has become vital across not just your website, but systems, apps, and other channels as well. And I would posit that e-commerce is the new infrastructure of the web. It underpins many things, commerce enabling, transaction enabling, games and apps and all sorts of things. So it is a new category of infrastructure on the web. And we need to support that, of course. So how are we going to do that? Well, it's very simple. We're going to the cloud. And why? Well, basically to make Ucommerce and all of our infrastructure available for all these channels, which may or may not be .NET. They may be apps written for iOS or Android. They may be kiosks running in store. They may be websites. They may be Facebook feeds, all sorts of things. We need to go to the cloud and create a headless offering that will make all of the capabilities available across all these channels. We also need to enable the ease of rolling out new channels because there are many, many more of them as we go forward. And that's basically what we aim to do. Today, I'm super excited to announce that we have closed a round of funding and we have started hiring for a second product team at Ucommerce so we can commence this journey. It's going to be a long haul over the next 3 to 5 years. We're going to turn Ucommerce into something completely new. And as with any good plan, ours has 3 steps for you to look forward to. And the first step we hope to complete this year. And it is to turn Ucommerce into a headless platform. The reason being that we have a commerce platform with lots of awesome APIs and things like that, but they are tied to .NET today. Moving Ucommerce into a headless offering means that the Ucommerce capabilities can be made available across channels and technologies in a much more seamless way. So you do not have to wrap it yourself or use .NET to build your solutions. It's your choice. The second step of the plan is to turn the headless capability of Ucommerce, basically the Ucommerce you know today with headless APIs on top, into a managed cloud solution, which means we will take the hassle out of managing and upgrading and just basically dealing with hosting Ucommerce for you to make it easier to deal with, and also for us to be able to roll out new capabilities to you in a much more rapid fashion than what we can do today, where we ship a package, you install it, you upgrade and all that. That will still be the case here, but you will also have the option of having us deal with it for you. The third step, and this is the most significant one, is to turn Ucommerce into a cloud-native offering. The idea here being that we want to be able to scale with you as our customers and partners from a business perspective and a technology perspective. So it means breaking Ucommerce apart into discrete, separate pieces that you can adopt at your own pace. So maybe you only need a catalog system. Great, use our catalog service. Maybe you only need a price service or a promotion service or one of the myriad of services we're going to offer. Adopt those at your own pace and your own leisure and get as much bang for the buck. So that's from a capability perspective. From a business perspective, from a pricing perspective, our goal is to better be able to scale with you as a customer. So we won't have just one price point for Ucommerce. We'll have, a consumption-based approach to leveraging our capabilities. So if you're a small merchant that wants to leverage the awesome capabilities of Ucommerce, you can, and it won't, cost an arm and a leg. And as you grow into the platform, you'll be able to scale with us, adopting more and more of the capabilities you need. And so basically just in a sort of a controlled ascent, as it were. So our goal going forward over the next 3 years is the following. We want to make sure Ucommerce is used for mission-critical e-commerce. So it's important for us to work with merchants and partners who have e-commerce as a core part of their business. So as a partner, it means we want to work with integration partners that basically offer Ucommerce and e-commerce as a strategic part of their offering. Same thing for the merchants we work with. We want to make sure that Ucommerce is used as a mission-critical piece of the business. And we want to do this for mid-sized merchants. We're not trying to reach the lowest of the low end. We're not trying to reach the highest peaks of enterprise. We're trying to sit right there in the middle and service mid-sized merchants in the best way that we know how. We've been doing this for many years. So this is essentially a continuation and an amplification of what we've been doing for many years. We will continue doing this through partners. This is the only way we know how to go to market. So partners are today a key piece, the only way that we go to market, and it will continue to be the case because you know your customers and markets much better than we do. We can provide the infrastructure, we can enable you with training and certification, all that good stuff, customer success, but we will continue to deliver solutions with you and through you. We want to make sure Ucommerce is used across websites, apps, systems, and other channels. So that means headless, it means cloud, it means Ucommerce must be available to a much wider range of types of solutions than what is the case today. And finally, we will do it over the next 3 years, leveraging the funding we have to build out new product teams and new services for you. So we do it in a fast and timely manner. So what does the timeline look like? Well, you'll notice there at the bottom left that it says March 2021. That's right around the corner. That is, in fact, on Monday. And I'm happy to announce that we're actually a little bit ahead of schedule. Of course, we have the existing roadmap that we need to continue to implement. We still need to do promotions. We still need to do order management. All the things that we've been talking about still need to come into effect. So we need to do something to make sure we arrive at our destination in a timely fashion. And this is where we're a little ahead of the goal. So the first step that starts in March is to establish a headless team to work exclusively on the new headless capabilities for Ucommerce that you can deploy on existing Ucommerce solutions within the CMS of your choice. We just signed the first contract for this team this morning, so I'm very happy about that. It's pretty amazing to be able to do that. In just a couple of days, we're able to start the hiring process and bring on the first dev. We will start in April, and of course we will hire more to build out this headless team so we can start building out the headless APIs for Ucommerce. They will work on top and in conjunction with the existing platform, and you can adopt them at your own leisure. We do recommend that once the headless APIs ship, they will ship in a piecemeal fashion, catalog, price, and so on and so forth. We will make them available as quickly as we can in the pieces, in the discrete services that they represent. But they will show you the future of what Ucommerce will become. These APIs will essentially become the way that you speak to Ucommerce over time. Once we've delivered the headless APIs towards the end of the year, that's the goal. Fingers crossed, you never know, but that is the plan so far. We will move on to porting Ucommerce to .NET Core. Umbraco 9 is coming out with their .NET Core version in April, and that is the first time that the new extensibility will be available. Sitefinity is going to .NET Core with SDKs. The same thing is true for Sitecore. For us, it means the entire Ucommerce engine will turn into a .NET Core product. There will be no native .NET no old .NET Anywhere, no 4.7 compatibility or anything like that. .NET Core, that's it. Before we do that though, we need to establish a third team, which we call the cloud team. So there will be 3 separate product tracks going on. One to support the core, the existing roadmap, one to support the headless team, and a third team to support our cloud efforts. The goal with the cloud team is to build infrastructure around Ucommerce to enable us to start building the Ucommerce managed cloud. The idea with this is to basically make Ucommerce available in the cloud so you can leave all the hosting and the upgrades and all the the hassles of managing a Ucommerce solution to us if you want. You will also be able to run Ucommerce on-prem like you can today, and we hope to deliver that beginning 2023. We are, far out. So again, just to set expectations, a lot of things can happen, but that is the goal, and we're staffing up to make sure we can meet that goal. But again, let's see how it goes. And then finally, in 2023, we will start turning Ucommerce into a cloud-native offering, which means basically separating platform into various different services. The headless APIs that we're launching this year will show you what it's going to look like, what the pieces will be, and that headless component will be your migration path going forward. So as we ship new versions of Ucommerce, transitioning to the headless APIs over the next couple of years will be absolutely key in keeping up with the cadence of Ucommerce. So that's the plan. First, we're establishing the headless team. We have the first developer signed and ready to go by April 1st, and we will add more to build that API, and then we'll carry on through with the plan until we have turned Ucommerce into a cloud-native SaaS offering a consumption-based model and an ability to adopt Ucommerce in a piecemeal fashion. I'm super excited about this move. It's going to be very, very nice. And I know from a lot of the partners we've been speaking to that this is something you're looking for us to do. So now we're doing it, and it's going to be amazing. This is all to lead us towards this goal of making Ucommerce a mission-critical part of mid-sized merchants' businesses, working with partners to deliver e-commerce across channels, apps, systems, and websites. And we're going to do it over the next 3 years. With that, thank you very much for listening. Today we were introducing Ucommerce 9.4 with multi-channel product search and scalability capabilities. It will be available over the coming days. And we're announcing our journey towards headless and cloud, of which we're hoping to ship the first pieces in 2021 this year. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to click that QA button and ask them. If not, we thank you very much for being part of this webinar. And it is in fact the biggest webinar we've ever done in Ucommerce history. So thank you very much for joining today and making it a big success for all of us at Ucommerce. Thank you very much. Okay, it does not look like we have any additional questions. So I just want to, there is a question. Anders raised his hand and I need to figure out how we see his hand. There are many hands here. Please post your, okay, Anders withdraws his hand. If you have questions, post them in chat, please. And I will make sure and answer them to the best of my ability, or bring in one of my talented colleagues if I'm not clever enough to give you a proper answer. All right, perfect. Thank you once again for joining us today for the largest webinar in Ucommerce history and the launch of Ucommerce 9.4, as well as our journey towards cloud. We cannot wait to take you with us on this journey, and please reach out if there's anything we can do to help you out with. Thank you very much and have a great evening.